Hey, how is it going, everyone? Welcome to the locker room. I am Nakeem. Alongside me is none other than Malik M3. Malik, how are we doing on this fine Friday afternoon?
I'm doing great on this fine Friday afternoon. Lots of music to review. The sun is out and it's almost May and it's almost exam season. We're almost past it and then we're happy.
Hey, we're in Ontario, Canada, and this past week we've gone through like 7 seasons. I don't know how many seasons there are in a year, but we've had rain, we've had snow, we've
Mhm.
had the cold tundra, and now we have a sunny hot day. If
Beautiful.
if you don't think climate change is real, I think this past week is a big example of it. But
Huge.
as Malik said, nice weather outside. Love to enjoy it. We'll also like to enjoy some really good music.
Yes.
Now we got. I'm gotta get used to this. Cordae, not
Woo!
YBN Cordae, but we've got Cordae. I'm still used to saying the YBN, but Cordae released a little EP. This is kind of, I guess, a build up to another album, which hey, his debut album, my
Lost Boy?
gosh, Lost Boy,
Wow.
got nominated for a Grammy, didn't it?
It was a sick album.
Hey,
It did
for
get
that to be a
nominated for a Grammy.
debut
You're right.
album and to be like in the likes of people with Jay-Z and that's huge. That's a huge milestone to reach. And the title of this project is called Just Until with four dots, kind of giving us like a little bit taste of like just until, and I'm thinking like the album comes. Like that's what I'm thinking the sentence just until the album comes. That's
Yep.
how I'm looking at it.
Me too.
Um kind of like a little Scary Hours Part 2 with Drake dropped recently. Little
Ah,
teaser here. Give the fans something while he's working on the project. But
like that.
hey, I'm excited, Malik. This got features from Q-Tip, Young Thug. This is gonna be one heck of a project. I already know it.
Oh my god, I don't know if there's any more to say. It's just it's really cool that Corday kind of interlinks with old school rap and new school rap. You got Q-Tip,
Exactly.
infamous Tribe Called Quest member. Then you got Young Thug who just released an album, and he almost is the one almost the one that facilitated trap. So you got the best of both worlds, and
Yeah.
Corday is doing it right now.
Yeah, he's like a modern don't get me wrong by saying this. Please don't like people come at my neck. But he's like a modern day J. Cole in a sense, in the way that he's
Yeah,
able to bridge the old school and new school. Although the new school that he's doing it in is much more different than the new school J. Cole was doing it in. But there's a reason why uh Cordae dropped that remix of 1985 and Cole acknowledged it and said like this is a really good I understand your point of view and stuff because Cordae sees it from both sides of the coin, right? It's
absolutely.
not just like old head and young head, but that's what makes Cordae so good because he's so unique in that sense that he provides so much when it comes to his music rather than just a trap artist or
Mhm.
just one deep type of rapper. He provides different aspects. Uh,
Yeah.
but I think we're rambling on long enough. We're beating around the bush. Let's stop that.
Yes.
Uh, let's
Yes. Nikim.
let's get right into this EP just until first track. More Life, no Jesse Drake though, but More Life featuring Q-Tip.
Like stand true to my core. These basic things they saying you should ignore. Who could afford the price of fame? But honestly, what is we doing it for? My happiness, I'm still pursuing the source. Lay my life over the lucrative scores. Document struggles that we choose to endure. And they
Hey.
Hey,
Ooh.
I won't lie, this flow is so like the way he's coming into this is like so nonchalant, but like the end of the punchline is just like it's like a little jab, like
Yes.
and everything. All these little jabs, like this is why I like tracks like this because although these are just little jabs that he's giving throughout the track, when the track is over, you're gonna feel all those jabs once they're done. Once you done receive them, like you're gonna be like, all right, this was a really good track. Although there wasn't anything like crazy, although I don't know what's gonna happen for the rest of it. It's like all those little jabs left like you're gonna feel it. And I think this is one thing that with this track. Also I love the way he came into it, uh so much like swagger. He's good at that. He's really good at that.
That's the perfect way you described it. Nonchalant. Like he's meant to do this, and it's just natural. And it really it really links with the theme with Justin Till because I think his first few lines were, I ain't dropped the song in a year, but my fans are happy to wait. And
Yeah.
he said, here's my EP, I'm fashionably late. So
That's a bar.
links together, which I like, keeping with the
Uh,
theme.
exactly. And let us keep this going. Let's get it good.
Manifestations from my thoughts and my dreams. So often it seems prophetic, although caution it brings. I'm waking up in cold sweats with no sex. Although vexed, my energy I gotta protect. Where will I go next? Back to conclusions.
Ooh, no.
He said I'm waking up in cold sweats with no sex, and then what he say after?
He
And
said,
I think he said, "And you gotta protect."
yeah, but like
Or do I go next?
I like the it's kind of for me it's like a double entendre because um he said cold sweats with no sex, and then he's like my energy you gotta protect, and then we also know like when it comes to doing it you gotta use protection or else you know, things are thinking. He's like, I don't know what's
Got it.
next. Like
You got
I'm
it.
kind of looking at it like as I could be reaching, but it's like it's
You
just
got it.
nice little select wordplay where it's like nothing crazy, as I said, just these little jabs, and the more jabs you get, the more you're gonna feel. And this is exactly what Corday does, and this is
Mm,
really good. I like that because all that slick stuff, it just shows his penmanship. Great pen work. Great pen work.
great wordplay. He knows his vocabulary.
Oh, for sure. And let's bring it back a little bit to listen to what he said.
Peep my catalog, you marvel at my various flows. My girl a tennis star, you niggas out here marrying hoes. Plus I be selling out shows at different area codes. But check
Yeah.
my premature premonitions are part of my existence.
Found that it's life, my nigga, it's life, more life.
And
Nice.
that's track one. Hey, after I heard Gifted with Roddy Rich, I knew like Corday's vocals were slept on. I was like, hey, Corday really be getting in his singing bag like that. But hey Malik, any thoughts on this track?
Great introductory track. I don't really have any disappointments besides the fact that I really wanted a version with Q-Tip, but I don't mind him
Yeah.
coming in at the chorus, which is fine. It's actually produced by Eric Hudson and Q-Tip, so he's more on the
Oh,
production side
okay.
of things, so totally understandable. Also written by Ed Clemens, which is another artist,
Ooh.
another R&B artist, and Cordae as well. Cordae had a lot of great lines. He mentioned, he's with the tennis star. Shout out Naomi Osaka. She's beasting
Yeah.
out there on the courts, man.
Yeah. Shout out Naomi Osaka, man.
And yeah, it was a overall great track. I can't wait to hear what's more. Great low key track. That's all I have to say. I'm speechless already because
Oh yeah,
I'm just
definitely.
riding the wave. I'm just like in my dreams right now because the sun is out and
Oh,
Cordae's rapping.
for sure, for sure. And it's like nothing crazy, like it's just real. Like I feel like that's one of those tracks where, like if I'm just trying to vibe out, I'm gonna turn it on. I'm gonna turn it out, put in my vibey tracks playlist. Just something to vibe out, listen to. I also like that old school type of feel when it comes to rap. So this is just like this is right on my alley. I enjoyed this a lot. So, with that being said, let's go on to track number two, which is "Dream in Color."
Hmm. Oh, that's that Lost Boy sound.
Ooh.
Seen what happened to Julius Caesar. Stevie Wonder told me you were a leader. My girl had forfeit a tennis match to meet my grandmama. Man, she truly a keeper. And I don't know why the blessings coming. Rich as hell, won't stress over nothing. I don't listen to the public opinion. Their portrayal, it is dressed in the sun.
That's Cordae.
I don't really know what
That's not Cordae.
I'm fighting for, but I'm fighting for it. And
That's
every
Cordae.
That,
big car be
that can't be
saving
Corday.
lives. I'm type important. If I shoot my shot, wish.
Ain't no way that's Corday.
Hey, that's Cordae. I gotta check right now.
And we're gonna get a live fact check from Malik. In the meantime, I am liking that the way that the flow he's writing that. He's really writing that. I like that a lot. Really writing that. Wow. Hey, what that
No
is just
way.
you gotta be kidding me. There's no way that was Corday. There's literally after we just said that his vocals are underrated, ain't no way that's Corday.
It's Cordae.
No way.
This is it. He's bridging the gap right here. This is it.
That is huge. That is actually really crazy. Like when I first heard Corday on the scene, the first song I ever heard from Corday was My Name Is Remix. The My Name Is Remix.
Mm.
That was the first song I ever heard from Corday. It was on World Star
Yeah.
Hip Hop.
Yeah.
And I would have never thought that he would eventually develop as an artist to be doing this, that is crazy.
Just his soulful side's coming out, and this just wow. There's so much in his repertoire, and he's really young, and he's already doing this, and
Yeah,
he's doing at a rapid rate. So
that just
wow,
shows
I'm
the
impressed. And I'm very
potential.
surprised. Yeah,
That shows the potential, the passion for the game, and why he's regarded as one of the best up and coming
yeah,
stars in the rap scene. But
big facts.
let's keep this going. I got to bring those back now since I
Wow,
know it's in.
Corday.
Ooh,
Niggas making bad decisions. Good music that
what's
attract the
up?
business. My last album was a fucking classic. You can listen to
Yes.
that shit from start to finish. What's your purpose? What's your motives? What's your dreams? What's your goals? Are your
Uh,
thoughts pure? Are you focused? This a real nigga diagnosis. Are your
uh,
friends real or they bogus? Are they by your side at your lowest? Though I'm
hey,
not so easily broken, but at times I feel hopeless.
hey,
Hey, he's speaking to the are your
hey.
are your friends really there? Are they gonna be there at your lowest? Like, hey, that's some real questions that people don't want to ask themselves. Hey, one thing that I gotta say is that don't put so much for the people watching this, don't put so much effort and um so much thought into friends. Like, don't prioritize friends. Hey, it's great to have friends. Obviously everyone needs friends, everyone needs like that human interaction, people who you can lean on, right? It's good to have genuine friends, but it's imperative to figure out, okay, who are my genuine friends and who aren't, like who will really be there for me when I need them to be there for me. And if there's people who won't, like don't fit that criteria, there's really no reason to keep them around in your life. Like, I think one thing in high school, it's kind of like you go into high school, you think, okay, I want to have a big friend group, but the more you go on in life, and me and Malik can both attest to it, the more you go on in life, the smaller and smaller and smaller your friend group becomes. Maybe even sometimes it's just one or two friends you have, and there's nothing bad about that. I'd rather have one genuine friend than have like 30 friends who aren't genuine at all, because will they be there for me when I'm going through my tough times? No. And I think Corday knows that. I think he's been through that. He's gone through ups and downs where probably people have said they'll be there for him and went up and left him. And look at, I think that's why him and Naomi are so close together, because
Mhm.
they're both really genuine to each other and they have like that real love. But I got lost off at the tangent right there. But I just had to spit some knowledge to the young folks that are watching this, even some
Man,
older people who just don't understand it as well.
man, those were beautiful words, man. That just like reflected upon myself too. And like Corday had some words like before we was talking about his verse with his friends, like what are your thoughts, what are your dreams? And adding on to your point, one thing that really high school taught me was trying to find my identity and what crowd I fit in as well, and what type of personality I have and where I want to fit in and how to be treated in a way. So that
Yeah.
really reflects on myself, on how I moved on in my life and got to where I want to be. And I'm still learning and still adapting. And regarding to the friends, you want people that appreciate you for you and see who you are and are sensitive and caring and charismatic, and do their best to just be themselves, not trying to put an ego or do anything like that. Just kind of be natural and ride the wave. So I totally reflect and agree with what my host Nakeem is saying.
No, like it's facts, and it's just nice to. I think people just gotta be aware of it. That's just my little thing. Just be aware of it, understand it, accept it. If you're not gonna do it, then at least just be aware that of the
Yeah,
things that can happen. Just don't blame anyone after. If you, as
yeah,
long as you know it, you can't blame anyone after, and that's what I just feel like. But
straight up.
Corday, this is I love this. I love this a lot right now.
I love this.
And I don't really know what a nigga been fighting for, but I'm fighting for it. And every song that I record be saving lives, I'm type important. If I
And
shoot my shot, switch, Michael Jordan. And if I get it live, it came from the microcorder.
And that's track two, Dream in Color. Now, Malik, before I get you to say your opinions on this, I just have to say, no matter what your opinions are on the person I'm about to mention, you cannot dispute the impact they've had on music, because as I heard those last 45 seconds of that track, the only person I could think about is Kanye West. The literally that just showed the 808s, the type of experimentation with instrumentals, all that stuff. That is all Kanye. That is all
Hmm.
Kanye. Gave me so much
Hmm.
My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, especially Runaway. That just gave me Runaway vibes all over the place. And you, no matter what your thoughts are on about Kanye the person, Kanye the artist, especially in the rap game, is very, very, very one of those like pioneers. He's just very influential when it comes to music itself, just like Young Thug and Lil Wayne. But I just had to get that out there before we go on to discuss it. But Malik, thoughts on this
Oh,
track?
I totally agree with you. The reason for this the soulful part for Cordae's track is it's produced by Soul God Hits and Terrace Martin. Terrace Martin is a very
Ooh,
famous R&B producer back in the day, and he's the perfect person to get on the track.
yeah,
You want to get so
perfect.
well. Terrace Martin is amazing. He's an icon in the icon in the R&B industry, and I guess to speak on connecting with Kanye, I hear a lot of gospel instrumentality,
Yeah.
and I'm actually doing a study on the roots, even though it's out of topic. But this almost relates to Philadelphia rap back in '80s and '90s, where they introduced faith rap. And I feel like
Ooh.
Cordae is influenced by that, and that it could
Oh, for
join
sure.
together with Kanye West and YBN Cordae. So I mean, not YBN. I apologize, Mr. Cordae, and
Hey, it's gonna take some time to get used to that.
get time to get used to. And yep. So I really feel that connection with Kanye, and a lot of people use those 808s, like you said, and Kanye's going on like tours for his gospel rap. What is it called? He does services for church as well, right?
Oh, the Sunday service stuff. Yeah.
Sunday service stuff. So totally reflects on that too. And I agree with you.
Hey, can we get it in the comments? Like, can we get the emoji with the hands for Malik for the insightful knowledge he just gave us about Philadelphia rap and faith rap? Like, I did not know that. I felt like I was in like a rap history class, and I'm jotting down notes as you speak. Like that's crazy, and that's actually so true. And looking at Corday, he is a student of the game, so I don't even rule the possibility of that out one bit. But with that being said, Malik, I also agree with you. I don't really have that much to say. I think I've went in a lot in the track itself. But now we've got track 3, which is not What's Up, but it's What's Up featuring Young Thugger, who
Okay.
just released Slime Language 2. And I believe as of we're recording this, the deluxe came out.
The deluxe came out, I think, 3 a.m.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
a weird timing instead
Eastern
of
time. Yeah, I
12.
think he announced it like late last night.
Oh wow. Well, let's listen to this. Thugger's on top of the world right now with his music. So
Mm-hmm.
let's get into it.
Let's see.
Ain't no capping, I say it, I got it. Do a show,
Yeah.
I make a deposit. I make
Yo.
everybody raging and moshing. Yeah, I fuck with the Wizards, but catch me cause I guarantee it's the Lakers I'm watching. Nigga, I am the greatest in my generation, I don't do no playing about it.
Say what's up,
Say
nigga.
what's up, say what's up. Watch how I fuck it up, get it back. Niggas say they really getting money, that's fitted cap. Boy, you ain't
Hey.
never inside where you really at. These on the rug, alligator my floor mat. Bad little bitch gon' give me that knit. We was in the trenches, nigga, you was playing tech deck. Why you so motherfucking cap, don't respect that. Hey, don't come close, but a step back.
And that's the end of track number 3. Hey,
Okay.
hey, I'm not gonna lie. That was a good song. That was a good song.
That's a
Yeah.
good song. You have Take a Day Trip with you, so it's gonna be a good track.
Oh, for sure. And every time I every time I was thinking, all right, this isn't maybe one for me. Corday just came and started rapping again. Like he's just like, hey, like, okay, you guys think the chorus is making you a little bit like out of it? Well, here,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna just start spazzing again. And it's like, all right, like I could listen to this. I'll probably definitely have this like there's replay value on that for sure. Like I think I could find myself listening. Like I won't skip it if it's on the playlist for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yep, same here. No, nothing else to say. Young Thug and Cordy. I like when rappers go back and forth with each other. I
I
feel like
love
and,
it. I
and Heinz
love
and
it
Heinz the
so
track. I
much.
like it a lot.
Hey, we should do a list on our favorite back and forth tracks.
Mm.
One that comes to mind right now, All Your Fault with Kanye and Big Sean. Um, I Love Your Aunt with Ski Mask and ASAP Ferg is another one. Um, oh, there's so much. I'm trying to think
I
of
can't
other
think
ones.
too. I can't think right now.
But they when rappers go back and forth, it's one of the most fire things in my opinion. Um, but that being said, that leads us to the last track. Now we've got old school, we've got soul, we've got trap. Now what are we gonna get in Thornton Street? Now, if
Hmm.
this is like for some reason, Malik, you made this correlation in Jack Harlow's albums and previous albums. Every time he uses a street, it's a really good track. It's on some deeper type of stuff.
Oh
Just like
yeah,
when Drake, every time he uses a timestamp like 4 p.m., 6 a.m. What
yeah.
does Thornton Street have in store?
I wonder what Thorn
Now,
Green has in store.
now we're about to find out. Track 4, Thornton Street.
Let's do it. This is it. Oh my lord.
She had a desire to sing, and I admire these things. At times a nigga feel guilty, I retired her dreams. Imagine, sky's the limit, you mind your business. Then you pregnant with a street nigga baby. The odds against
Low key, Thornton Street could be where he grew up. Low key, that could
Yeah.
be where he grew up.
This is this song's about him. It's crazy.
Hey, that's actually some real stuff. Like, people could really be having all these dreams, as you said, mom had dreams of being a singer. Next thing you know, gets a child at the age of 15. Like,
Wow.
that's that. Not only is that like a major like whoa moment, it kind of, as we're like, if we're being honest, it kind of takes away any type of future for yourself. Like, you have to devote yourself at that age to taking care of this child, which is a
Yeah.
huge responsibility. But it's also crazy, how he's like, how um people talking about me in the barber shop now, because like, little did she know her son would be this and that. You could kind of look at it in two ways. Like, now, like, before, when she got pregnant, people are talking about it in the barber shop, like, hey, you hear
Yeah.
about that girl and she got pregnant, she's only 15 years old, and that's the type of stuff she's doing. And now it's like, that girl, remember when she got pregnant at 15, her son is one of the biggest rappers in the game right now, like,
Yeah.
kind of looking at how things flip, and looking at how he's like, I used to be guilty about this. Like, I used to feel guilty, like, this is my fault for this happening, for her dreams not being able to happen, when literally this is out of Cordae's hands. But a lot of people like to take self guilt. I do it sometimes too. I can't lie.
Me too.
I take blame and be a little bit too hard on myself. But
Sure.
like, looking at what Cordae is able to do, and what he's looking at the situation, he's like, hey, like, I understand, like, this is not me, but you know what? I feel like a part of it is, but I'm gonna make sure I make my mom proud and get her to where she would have been if she pursued this music stuff. It's like, he's not just doing it for himself. He has a bigger purpose to it.
Yeah, absolutely. And sometimes, this message that Corday is trying to convey kind of means like, hey, we gone through all this, but at the end of the day, it's meant to be. Like one verse that Corday said was his mom, or I don't know if he's talking to a person, or she was forced out. She was forced to drop out of school and take care of the king.
Yeah.
So just looks at there's a priority switch once your life changes with a snap like that. But sometimes things are meant to be, and it turned out okay.
Exactly. And I'm liking this so far. That's sample
Mm,
in the back. Let's
mm.
keep it going.
be stressing, so of course I get high sometime. Mix the Puma with Da Vinci to get fly sometime. And yeah, we all gotta live someday. Woke up plotting on my next move. I'm trying to get rich one day. My whole life is a canvas, I'm supposed to paint it. You can't tell, I'm the new Jean Michel. My future is a sure thing like the Don Miguel. This ain't background music, boy, these rhymes are felt. And say we all gotta.
Hey,
This is
hey,
beautiful. This is
hey,
beautiful,
this is
Corday.
beautiful. This is literally just like taking us through the life journey, and like, more so the family aspect of the things that he's went through, with his family, looking at things like, obviously he talked about his mom first verse, mentioning his dad, mentioning his aunt, mentioning people around him, like, hey, like, so people believe things that they read rather than things that are said, like, especially when you're in that limelight, like, the Drizzy had a line where it's like, waking up to public statements about my private life, like, like, there's always going to be yourself in the limelight when you're at a certain point. And literally, that's exactly what I see with Corday.
Absolutely. This is beautiful. He's taking us through his lens, his perspective on his family, how he
Oh
grew up.
yeah.
He talked about his aunt almost getting into a situation that
Hmm.
that maybe he possibly caused because of some words he said, and that's possibly connected to, like you said, blaming yourself, or
Yeah. Yeah.
blaming yourself, like you said from before. So I could 100% resonate with that, and this is great. Corday's just flowing. I feel like he's like closing his eyes, and I feel like this is not even written. This is like something that he could spit off the top, and he knows
Oh
by
yeah.
heart
Like,
because he's been through it.
yeah, definitely. That's what it feels. You can feel the raw emotion
Uh-huh.
within it. I think that's what makes us even better. But let's keep it going. We got a few more seconds left of this track. Hey, we like
Next
that.
body of
We
work.
Like
like
that.
that.
From a bird's eye view.
Ooh,
Hey,
is that the title of his next album?
from a bird's eye view.
I think so.
Malik, maybe you deciphered something. Maybe you deciphered something. We'll keep that in mind. If Malik gets that right, I think, um, everyone who's watching this and hasn't subscribed has to subscribe to the video. But
Yes,
with that
subscribe.
with
Subscribe to
that
the
being
video.
said, hey, thoughts on this last track before we get into our thoughts on the EP in general.
Beautiful, beautiful. I love all 4 tracks. I don't know
Likewise.
what I like better or what I like worse. This might be the first track and last track might actually no, sorry, second track and fourth track might be my favorite.
That's
Second and fourth.
probably the same thing with me. I'd probably give fourth track the edge based on just like, I like when people are just rapping, like when Big Sean just raps, Drake just rap. I just like when artists just rap, like that's just like especially from their heart. I feel like that's much more passion and emotion and it's just music, being
Yeah.
able to have that relatability and things that I can't even relate about, but just because they're passionate about it, I can find some way to relate to it. For myself, 4 out of 4. I like all tracks. What's Up is probably my least favorite, but
Me
it's
too.
not bad. But I really like Thorn Street. I really like Dream in Color.
Mhm.
But for me, this is just a solid EP. Nice little appetizer before we get the album.
Yep. And I found the producer, and it's produced by Cardiac and Mario Luciano, who I never heard of. Shout out Cardiac and Mario
I
Luciano.
feel
They
like I heard
killed it.
Luciano before.
I've
I'm
heard
not sure.
Luciano before, but maybe I haven't heard of Cardiac. But shout out to those two. You guys are
Yeah,
really talented.
shout out to them. They did their thing on the instrumental with that sample, wherever they got that from.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I actually have the sample for you too. No wonder this was a good track because Cordae shouted out or interpolated the track Jay-Z or Picasso Baby by Jay-Z. So it's a Jay-Z sample. So
Hey,
of course it's
of
gonna be
course,
great.
of course. So you gotta be fire if you're doing a Jay-Z sample, of course. But Matt, like any thoughts before end off this video on the EP and the track itself?
No, I don't think I have any thoughts. I can't wait until the album, possibly from a bird's eye view. And
Hey.
I think he went 4 for 4 on this. There's
Yeah.
no track that I said, not rocking with it. I think after one more listen, it's gonna be great. I'm gonna be rocking it. These will be added to the playlist for sure.
Oh, for sure, for sure. And if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button, comment down below your favorite track off this EP. And if you aren't subscribed, hey, make sure to hit that subscribe button while you're at it. It helps us out a lot. We're on the road to 100 subscribers, so anything helps the fam. All right. Did you even say anything? Because that was really high pitched. I didn't even hear anything on the mic.
Yeah, I did. it
Hey.
was like it was like a bird for a bird's eye
Oh,
view.
see, the thing is, I'm already subscribed, so that's why I can't hear it. Only people who haven't subscribed are gonna be able to hear once they subscribe. That's why I didn't hear it. Anyways, pardon me. I forgot. But anyways, it's been your boy Nakeem,
It's been your boy Malik.
and we shall see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Peace.
And boom! I made it to the end of the video, everyone. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the Locker Room channel. And I'm here to inform you that we have 6, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 6 Spotify custom playlists for y'all. We got the old school playlist, R&B playlist, classics playlist, the throwback playlist, the underrated bumps playlist, and last but not least, our hip-hop main playlist. Be sure to check those out. Leave a comment down below if you have any suggestions at all, and it will be updated weekly with all the releases coming out Friday. We hope you enjoyed the video. On behalf of Nakeem and I, thanks for everything, and we'll see you guys soon. Stay tuned.